Hey there! Hey, welcome to my video thing. So today I thought we could discuss the question, what the heck is art? So I think it's an important question if you're going to be pursuing art in your real life. And I think that it's an important question because everybody who you ask is going to have a different answer to this question. Um, and that's one of the things that makes art so interesting and so exciting. Because if you ask somebody what's science or what's math, you know, everybody's going to have basically the same answer. But with art, the way that you answer that question is going to determine the kind of art that you create. So, in my opinion, the first aspect of art is just seeing the world and observing what is around you. And the more keenly that you observe, the more intensely that you observe the world, the more passionately and lovingly that you observe the world, the better artist you're going to be. But it also depends on the kind of lens that you're seeing the world with. And every single artist is going to have a different way of seeing the world. Every single human being has a different way of experiencing what it means to be human. And the way that you experience it determines the kind of art that you're going to create. And so I'll give you my understanding of how I think an artist should approach observing the world. I really think that what's important about observing the world in terms of trying to create art is that you have to be able to hold opposites in your mind at the same time. You have to be able to see the world in a way that is both hard and soft at the same time. You have to look at the world through loving eyes, through soft eyes with a soft heart. But you also have to be able to be very critical and to look with analysis and critique of what's happening in the world. You have to look at it with intelligence and with love at the same time. That is not an easy thing to do. That's something that makes an artist great, is when an artist can see the world and look at it with like a razor's edge, but at the same time have something so soft and caring and loving and empathetic about the way that they see the world. But I think it's also important to hold opposites like detached and intimate at the same time. Like you can't be so close to something that that you lose that big picture understanding of what's going on. But at the same time, you don't want to be too far away that you don't understand the emotions and the feelings that are happening. You have to be able to kind of see that big picture and kind of stand back and look at everything while at the same time feeling like you're right up next to it and that you're feeling everything that is going on in that moment. And that's something, again, that is really kind of impossible to do. But if you're an artist, I think that to be the best artist that you can be, that's something that is really important to strive for, to try to train your mind to think that way, to see the world that way. Hey, future me here jumping in because there was something that I wanted to add. I just wanted to say that seeing the world this way by holding opposite seeming contradictions in your mind at the same time, it's powerful because it's a kind of faith. And I think that this is illustrated in the story of Abraham and Isaac. So if you're not familiar with the story of Abraham and Isaac from the Hebrew Bible, basically, God tells Abraham to take his only son Isaac up onto a mountain and sacrifice him. And Abraham obeys. He takes his son, leads him up into a mountain. When they get to the top, he reaches out his knife to sacrifice him. And Abraham is one of the heroes in the Hebrew Bible. He's one of the heroes of the Jewish faith. So what is going on here that we are revering a man who would be willing to do this to his only son? And I think what it points to is this kind of faith where Abraham is able to look at this situation and he's saying, okay, God is asking me to sacrifice my son, but he can also save him. God is asking me to do this, but he's not. Isaac is going to die, but he's not. Isaac is going to be sacrificed, but he's also going to be saved. And somehow, Abraham is able to hold these seeming contradictions in his mind at the same time and believe in both of them. And that's a kind of faith. And even though this is taken to the extreme of sacrificing your own son, being able to see the world with love and critique at the same time is a similar kind of faith. So that was it. That's all I had to say about seeing the world as an artist, or as at least someone who is pursuing art in your real life. The next video, What the Heck is Art, Part 2, we're actually going to talk about the process of art and how that is a kind of dying to yourself and becoming a part of something bigger. All right. Hope you have a great day.